Hey everybody, welcome back to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 6th of February 2025. And in this video, I got to tell you, there's a lot going on over at the US Mint. In this video, we're talking mintages for 2025 coinage. You won't believe what I've discovered. Yeah, they're not going too gonzo compared to last year. I got to show you that. Also, the proof set is up and it has a mintage. What? Yeah, it actually has a mintage. I've never seen a proof set with a mintage. That's right, a proof set with a mintage. I can't even say that enough. Now, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's actually a tremendous number. Not sure exactly what the number is, but it's got to be ginormous. Yeah, really, got to be. Also, hey, if you're coming back, thank you for coming on back. Really appreciate that. And oh yeah, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Do you watch those? Do you see those videos on YouTube with the AI voice? Oh boy, can't stand that. Now you know I'm not, right? Too many mess ups. Now let's go over here to moneymetals.com. Looks like gold. Everything is, well, pretty mixed bag today. Gold's down 775 to 2871.05. Silver down 26 pennies to 32.27. Platinum's actually up 535 to 1,575. We're getting close to that parity with palladium, pal. Up 250 to 1029.60. And look at that, Dr. Copper. Come on, where are you going, buddy? Up 5 cents to almost $4.50 a pound. That's and it's going to keep on keeping on, folks. You bet. All right, over here you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is actually $6.49. That's not too bad considering. But the item total is going to be $38.77. And they will sell, well, they will buy them back, right? The sell to us price is $33.43 each. That's the most we've seen in quite some time. Now, let's get to the fun stuff. Over here, we have 2025 circulating coin production from the United States Mint. And there are the numbers. And you're probably asking yourself, well, why did Stacker highlight some of those? Well, those are the lowest numbers compared to when? I'll show you here in a second. But let's go over these first real quickly. So Denver has struck half as many Lincoln cents as Philadelphia in the first month, okay? Look at that. The Jefferson, well, that blows away last year by about 11 million, this about by 6 million. So we're not going to have the same totals for those Jefferson nickels for 2025, clearly. Although, if the United States Mint doesn't strike any more coins this year other than quarters, well, we could see, really low numbers. Now, look at this, the Roosevelt dimes. Now, like I said, if these are highlighted, that means that's the low compared to January of 2024. And I'll show you that in a second. I don't even know what I'm saying here today. Pretty excited, actually. Now, check this out. This is really interesting. The Roosevelt dime, 68.5 million to 56 million in Philadelphia. That has not taken the cake. I guess Philadelphia has struck less Roosevelt dimes in 2024. And that's okay, because the story of the show right here is the quarter program, folks. And you're probably wondering, Stacker, what are you talking about? It's not about those quarters. Well, it actually is. At least I think it is anyway. See, I had a theory, and my theory was that this year of 2025 is going to be the lowest minted American women quarters, well, of the whole program, of the whole series, right? And that may have come true. Now, let's keep on keeping on before I talk over myself or talk past myself. So we're at 172 million, and you got to ask the question, well, which quarter is this? 84.2, 88.6? Is it just the Ida Wells? Is it Ida Wells plus another quarter? I'll show you here that in a second. Now, the Kennedy half dollars are clearly being struck again. They're not going to sell 3.6 million and 5.8 million, okay, to people over who are buying numismatic products at the Mint, okay? So we clearly need to say that these are not NIFC anymore, not intended for circulation, while they clearly are intended for circulation. They're the IFC now is what I'm saying, because you probably will be able to find these, 5 years straight in a row now for the Kennedy half dollars. Now, look at this. This is something I wanted to show you, and I kind of had a feeling. I'm like, wait a minute. These numbers for the Native American dollar at 1.120 million, okay, are identical to last year's. That's why I didn't highlight it. It's the same exactly. But look at this. I had to highlight it. It's not lower. It's 40,000 more. And I got to thinking, why would the Native American dollar be struck with 40,000 more, okay, than last year? Because these two were identical for Philadelphia and Denver at 1.120. Well, what if those 40,000 right there maybe could have been an error or something exciting like that, right? So check this out. 283.5 million coins struck at Denver, 350 million struck at Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia is the gonzo mint. They're really doing gangbusters over there at the Philadelphia Mint, and I hope the Eagles win this weekend. Thank you very much. Now look at this. The total is 633 million. Remember that number, 633 million. Now we're going to bounce over here to coinnews.net. There's an article by Mike Unser dated March 1st, 2024. It's a little less than a year ago now. Title of the article here is coinnews.net. Is U.S. Mint produces 756 million coins for circulation in January. Did you hear that? 756. Well, what's 756 less 633.5? Well, it's 122 million. All right. So the United States Mint has struck 122 million more coins in January of 2024 than they did in January for 2025. And here's the break it down. All right, like I showed you on the other one, the high watermarks are not highlighted, but the ones that are highlighted are the low watermarks. Look at the Jefferson nickel. We were at 13.9 in January, 14.6. Then the Roosevelt dimes, man, look at that, 88, and then 32. 32 is the low watermark. And then obviously the quarters at 93 and 94. Well, where are we at now? 93 and 94? No. We're less than that, and the question is, were these two quarters here, this 93 and 94, were they only one particular design for the quarter? Well, that's the question. But look at this. We have some more questions with answers, because check this out. This is the circulating coin production for the 2025 American Women Quarters. And would you look at there? I just got chicken skin looking at this. And if you didn't, you better open up your eyes, because look at this. This reminds me of the not so much 2012, 2010, 2009 quarters, but I think we're getting there. And like I said, this is the last year of the American Women Quarters, and I think there's some parallels going on between 2008, 9, 10, 11, and 2025. Look at this. Ida Wells from Denver, 82 million even Steven. Philadelphia, 86.4. And you're probably wondering, wait a minute. And I had the same question. Why would the United States Mint report the Juliette Gordon Low, right? Peace out, Boy Scout, or peace out, Girl Scout, or whatever. I think she's a Girl Scout, right? Peace out, Girl Scout. Why would they produce 2.2 million, right, and report them if they weren't done with the strikes for the Ida Wells quarters? Now, that is the question of the day. Now, my answer is this, that they've already completed the whole run of the Ida Wells quarters, and that is it. Now, Juliette Gordon Low, I believe she's going to have the one where we'll probably see less quarters than the Ida Wells quarters, but it'll be really exciting to find out. This is amazing, folks. I'm super excited. Now, obviously, if we look at some of the mintages already for the 2025 circulating coins, you know, we still have some hope, yes, for the Roosevelt dimes. If we see no more dimes for the year, that would be fantastic, although I don't think they lose seigniorage on that so much. What we could see is a, well, I guess not so many Lincoln cents. Could this be it for the year? $250 million, maybe? And that would be something to talk about. That would be amazing. What's interesting about all of this is that you cannot find any 2025 coin rolls on eBay whatsoever, at least sold. I got one 2020. Oh, look, there's two now. Yep, OBW from Bank. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually, I mean, maybe it is. I haven't bought it, but look, 2025 pre-sale, right? So let's go ahead and clear this, see if there's any new listings, since we found a new one just there, because it was one and then went to two. All right, best match, no, newly listed, listed newly. Yeah, not so much. And look, I don't even have nickel. I don't have dime up here. I don't have anything. I'm ready for any coin woe. Oh, that's fun. Now look at this, folks. I got to show you. You don't have to go to eBay, obviously, to find the quarters. You go straight where? To the United States Mint to find those Ida B. Wells quarters. That's it right there. It's a cool design. I like the attitude portrayed there. Who doesn't like a person with an attitude, right? That's kind of fun. And then I think, obviously, if I was to get these, it would be the 3-roll set. Clearly, the San Francisco is going to be a low mintage. Those can only be found at the United States Mint. But the Philadelphia and Denver strikes, well, these are going to be really probably the easiest way to find them, other than having to go to, would you really want to go to eBay? Because I think you're going to spend probably more than $20 a roll at eBay. and you get the San Francisco roll. Now let's keep on keeping on. I found another something I wanted to show you. So I was bumping around the Mint's product schedule yesterday, and well, I found something I needed to show you. Look at that. There you go. The next quarter, look at that. That's the silver proof set. But look, right before that, and I think I passed it. Yeah, there it is. March 4, folks. Okay, March 4, the proof set comes out, and that's from San Francisco. And this will feature the last proof clad Kennedy half dollar. And I got to show you, March 4 is pretty quick like. And if you go to the video I did about this a little while ago, it didn't have any kind of date on it whatsoever. I think it was just, I think it was springtime that this was actually, yeah, spring. So yeah, now it's dated March 4, right? So that's important to know because of the Kennedy half dollars, right? That's a huge deal. These Kennedy half dollars are the last of an era. After this, the Kennedy half dollar is going to have a beautiful, well, it won't even be a Kennedy half dollar at that point. It'll just be a half dollar. But 2026 features a beautiful design. And then we're going to, in 2027, we'll revert back to Kennedy, although he will be facing right instead of left as we know it now. But check it out. Did you see something? I've been kind of holding off a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if you've noticed, if the typical mintages the last few years is below 400,000 for the proof set. And it's always been an unstated product limit, but you kind of had a feeling that it would settle around that 400,000 mark. Now, this is not your grandfather's or your father's proof set. They're not going to strike these in the millions. They're just not. We have a product limit finally. They've finally done it of 420,002. Two. That's absolutely remarkable. I don't even understand that, but whatever. Two. It's genius, actually, probably at some level. Now, these are going to be amazing. It's the last year of the American Women Quarters, last of the Kennedy half dollar. I think this is going to be an important set. If you do try and find these on eBay, they are few and far between. I really am going to dig that. I'm probably going to buy 4 or 5 of these proof sets. And I love that Vera Rubin quarter. That is awesome. Now, you try and find these on eBay for sale. They're just not there. There's barely any sales. And look at this. Let me go ahead and hit search again. That way, if we have any new sales, they'll be added here. Yeah, nothing going on February 4. And it takes some scrolling to actually get to the proof set. Now, could these sales start hopping and popping now that we have a date? Maybe. But really, if that's the case, then why are they selling all these American Women quarters for 2025 at a pre-sale? Isn't that interesting? Yeah, and that's a 2024, folks. So there's none. But the 2025, for whatever reason, they are selling like bonkers. I don't understand it. Now let's go to the plus ones. I've yammered for way too long. This is Psalm 34:20. Many are the mishaps of the righteous, but from them all the Lord rescues them. And what I think that means is that no one becomes truly righteous and great without his or her share of mishaps. That's right. And remember, at the first sign, start praying. That way you can avoid all kinds of trouble. Now, with that said, let's bounce over here to 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. You know what this is. This is Judas Priest from Screaming for Vengeance. Almost new. First day with the new tongue. Sorry. You've got another thing coming. That's the song, folks. You've got another thing coming. Screaming for Vengeance. Wow. Anyway, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free? Yeah, it's the membership. It's $1.99 a month, but it's really the price of an inexpensive, cheap cup of coffee. Oh, that's 2 different words for cheap, right? Is cheap better than inexpensive? That's a whole philosophical debate I'm not willing to have right now, but it's $1.99 a month. And don't forget, this Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to be scheduled for noon. We are going to be going live, and we're going to be doing the giveaway for 10,000 subs. We're going to be doing some trivia, giving away some stickers, and the trivia won't be like, okay, the first person to answer. It's going to be like the first 5 people to answer. They get a sticker, and that'll be really cool. And we'll even talk football and coins and food. Now, with that said, y'all have a wonderful day. Stacker out.